Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Let's do a reading, shall we? This is an Intuitive Whispers Oracle deck. So let's just take a message and see what the reading is today, shall we? Okay, so the card out is Ground from the Root. Where else do you ground from, would be my question. But no, this is definitely about, starting from the bottom, working your way up. Maybe getting out in nature might be a message for someone here. But yeah, definitely, start from the ground up. It's all you can do. When I see that card, the first thing I thought was, well, that's all you can do. Ground from the root. Get yourself out in nature. Maybe take your shoes off. Get your feet in the grass. Maybe you need to work on your feet in some way. Random message for someone. I was thinking, get yourself, a pedicure. Get yourself a foot massage. Give yourself a foot massage if you haven't got anyone to do it for you. Right, so let's crack on with the tarot, shall we? So grounding from the root. Someone could be sort of all up in the air. I might take another oracle card in a moment. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about putting in some work. Mastering skills. Nearly finishing a job, maybe. Because he's only got one pentacle after that. He's done the other six. He's hung them up. He's working on his seventh, and then he's just got one more left to do. So maybe someone's kind of coming to the end of a tumultuous time, and maybe they need to reground afterwards. You got the Tower moment, the Tower card. Okay. Sorry, just making sure it's in focus. So, yeah, there could be some transformative energy here. Something could be coming in to shake you up a little bit. Maybe you've had a Tower moment that's made you realise you need to be a little bit more grounded. Maybe spend a little bit more time at home or with people who ground you down. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, keep you grounded. Maybe someone's been maybe a bit distant from people. In isolation, working away. We've got the Nine of Swords, some overthinking, some anxiety, being kept awake at night, potentially. Someone kind of letting things go round and round and round in their head. Maybe working helps keep you grounded. Maybe working and toiling away, keeps your mind off of these whatever these anxious energies are with the Nine of Swords, sorry. You got the Eight of Wands coming out, okay? So there's some forward motion here, some movement. Could be getting a communication coming through. It could be someone shooting their shot. But there's definitely this forward motion energy, this fast moving energy coming in. It could be the Tower coming in, or it could be a love connection coming in. It's flipped over. With the Lovers here, it could be a soulmate twin flame connection. It could also just be a decision that needs to be made. Maybe that's what's been keeping you awake, because the Lovers is the Gemini card, so it's more about being in two minds about something. So it could be a decision to be made, and that's what's been keeping you awake around a Tower moment that you've had, and that now's the time to really decide what it is that you do or don't want. Do you want to keep working on these pentacles, or do you want to try something different? You've got the Ace of Cups, so a new emotional beginning. It could be coming in because it's with the Lovers, so it could be a new romantic beginning coming in, new romantic partnership. It could be about you working on yourself, okay, and putting that energy and that time into you and not into other people. Not that that's a bad thing, but it could be that you need to just put a little bit more attention onto yourself. Or it could just be the things that you love doing, and maybe being around family. If you've been tucking yourself away, working hard on other things, maybe that's where you need to, be around people who ground you a bit more. It feels like there's a couple of messages coming through. You've got the Empress, birthing a new cycle. So yeah, pouring this energy into you far more than externally, I think is going to help you with your anxiety, your anxious thinking. There's something coming in. Could be communication coming in. Maybe that's what you've got coming in, this new cycle. You've got the Queen of Swords. Maybe there's, sorry, I just stopped having a drink. Maybe there's, maybe you need to get control of your thoughts. Coming out under the Nine of Swords suggests that you need to be a little bit more in control of the way that you're thinking, of setting boundaries even. Maybe you're overworking. You need to spend a little bit more time on yourself. Yeah, maybe you need to set some healthy boundaries, not with others, but with yourself in this sense. You know, finishing work at a specific time. You know, looking after yourself a little bit more. Maybe, you know, maybe you need to communicate with people, friends and family, what it is that you do and don't want in life and out of situations. We've got the Three of Cups. So some celebration, some abundance. All that hard work could soon be paying off. Maybe that's what's coming in, is your abundance, a friendship, a celebration of some description. You could be going to a celebration. You could be deciding whether or not, you know, if you meet someone at a celebration even, and you could be deciding whether or not you want that new romantic beginning, new romantic cycle with an Emperor, maybe, with the Emperor card coming out. Yeah, it's an interesting reading. I do feel like I need another Oracle card just to make this a little bit clearer. Let's go with another Intuitive Whispers. It just feels like there's so many messages that it could be that I'm kind of missing it almost. Trust yourself. Maybe I should trust myself. Yeah, trust yourself. Okay, so whoever this is for, you need to trust yourself. Start building from a foundation. I think you've got the skills for it, whatever this might be. Building this this new beginning that you're going to love. You know, there's this abundance that's waiting to come in. I think you've just got the decision to make is, are you going to overthink these things to the point where you maybe you miss out on an opportunity? You know, maybe the Tower moment has been and gone. Or start making the power movements, the power steps forward, you know, making those leaps and bounds towards whatever it is that you want to do. Become your own priority. Yeah, you need to focus on yourself at this point. I don't want to, because I've got the message about, you know, regrounding yourself with family. So maybe it's about, you know, letting people fall away, certain people who you're no longer aligned with. Not overthinking too much, but setting healthy boundaries. If these people who you're, you know, I think there's people you need to let go, let them fall away. If they're true friends, well, you know, there's a friendship element here with the Three of Cups. It's almost like a coven. So it could be two people specifically that you're dealing with, that you're not sure if you want to remain friends with them, or they're holding you back in some way. If they can't accept the boundaries that I think you need to make, then they weren't friends in the first place. Let them go. Or, you know, it could be a romance. Maybe you're choosing between two people. Or, you know, two's company, three's a crowd. Maybe there's someone that needs to disappear off, you know, get given the boot, kick them out the tower. Make the decision of who it is that's going to help you move forward. Who is your Emperor? You know, is it person A or is it person B? Is there a third party situation going on where either that's on your side or their side? It makes no difference. Is there someone that just needs to be kicked to the curb? Because there's this abundant, beautiful new beginning that wants to come in. There's abundance and happiness and celebration here. There really is. You've got, you know, quite a few cards of this abundance and celebration. I mean, you've got this guidance from on high even. But I think you've just got to be working on yourself, and I think you will attract in the people who you deserve. the people who deserve you as well. 88 could be an angel number you're seeing, as well as 33. Okay, you got the Knight of Pentacles. He's moving this one. In the original deck, he doesn't even move the Knight of Pentacles. There's quite a slow energy here. It's, oh, excuse me. I wonder if it's you are now just realising that you need to, hopefully this message is helping you realise that you need to work on yourself. You've got the Eight of Wands again. 888, obviously, with that. But there's this, something's coming in. It's coming in hot. And you need to be prepared for it. You need to be prepared for it. Maybe it is an emotional new beginning with an Emperor. Please don't take it as it resonates. And it's only a, it's energy. It's not, you know, gender non-specific. Yeah, you got to let things die. Things have to be dead, done and over with. You have to let people go. Let situationships go. And situations go. So you can make... that buzzing's really annoying me. I might have to deal with that. I can't even see what it is. But it's a bee, I think. Yeah. In order to move yourself forward towards your desired outcome, whatever that might be, you really do have to work on yourself. Ace of Swords. Yeah, we've, again, a theme of today. Like I say, I do all my readings in one sitting, and I end up with themes of the day, but for you it's a theme of the week if you're watching all my videos. The last couple of readings I've had the Aces of Cups and Aces of Wands coming out, and Aces of Swords. I've seen all the Aces. Yeah, there's this new way of thinking, this new transformative thing that wants to come in, but you just have to work on yourself first. You have to understand what your wants, your needs, your desires are, and then start putting that and start practicing that, becoming your own priority, trusting yourself, ground from the root up. Eight of Wands twice. Eight of Wands twice. You've got the Strength card on the bottom of this deck and the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the other deck. So yeah, I've really got to deal with that buzzing. Eight of Wands twice. Hold on. It could just be your renewed drive when you, because I think this, I did just have to have a little look at the booklet, I'm not gonna lie. I think when you watch this reading and you get that little bit of a kick up your arse, I think that's what this is. This is your kick up the arse, that you need to sort yourself out. You can't pour from an empty cup. You know, you can't set healthy you know, clear boundaries if you're anxious and overthinking everything. You have to let things die away so that the new can come in. You have to make decisions that move you forward and that are right for you. Don't worry about anyone else, because they're not worrying about you, I can assure you. If you're in that mindset of like, oh no, they're not thinking about you like that, so don't think about them like that. Let's take a healing mantra. We're just going to take one, and let's see what comes of it, shall we? And I'm going to go deal with that hoverfly or whatever. I don't think it's a bee. I can't really see. But it's really annoying me. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can. Demystifying the darkness. My shadow shows me where my love needs to be sent. Yeah. You need to work on yourself. But you have to obviously deal with your anxious thoughts and your overthinking and whatever it is that needs to die away to allow this abundance to come in. Trust yourself. Work on yourself. And just watch it start flowing. I'll leave it there. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.